All right, hello once again. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and I started this series on Bootstrap by going through the Quackit.com Bootstrap 4 tutorial, and now I'm in the Bootstrap 4 tutorial examples. I've gone through 21 of the 29 categories that are in here, so I'd like to finish this up right now and start with the media objects. All right, basic media object example. Again, I think I mentioned this before, that when I start going through these, oops, I don't want to do that. That anytime they refer to something like this that I don't have, I'm going to have to change it. Okay, so there's the grads thing that we chose before, and they also have this in there, which I don't have, so now you see how that's set up. Okay, and those are pictures, but I believe they could just as well have been video or something else if you wanted them to be. All right. List groups, let's look at the default list group here. Remember what that looked like? I mentioned it almost had a tabular type of look to it. And again, the magic that made that happen was the class of list group for the UL and the class of list group item for all of the LIs. Cards, let's go over a few of these because again, remember one of the biggest differences between Bootstrap 3 and Bootstrap 4 is Bootstrap 3 used panels, wells, and thumbnails that have all been replaced in Bootstrap 4 with cards. So we can look at a basic card example. We're not going to run through all of these, but we'll go through a couple of them. All right, so that was the basic card. You can see that it's automatically responsive. You can look at a card group. And you can see what we have here. All right. Again, if you want more, run most of the examples yourself. Go back and take a look at what I've done, whatever works for you. The responsive embed example. Again, this is not going to work correctly, and let's look at why. All right, we have in here, well, we've got a YouTube, so that actually should work. And, well, let's try it. That's always the best way to find out, right? Says that it's not responding, which very well could be because I've got a bad link or something in here. All right, so let's look at what we have here. So this is a YouTube. Let's grab a different YouTube. Have to admit that I kind of like watching stuff from the 60s, so let's look at this and let's go to share, embed, copy that, and I'm going to see if I can embed one of my own videos in here. No idea if this will work or not. Again, when it comes back, or if it comes back, well, there's something that's goofed up there. May have been moved or deleted. That probably is mine, which it has not been removed or deleted. Item, frame. See if that changes anything. No. I wanted to show you that, but I also don't want to spend just a boatload of time going through stuff that doesn't make any sense to go through. Basic carousel example, we looked at this before. Again, I'll have to change all those images because they don't make sense. I can run this right now. I can run it. I'm just going to go to the second slide, etc. All right, that doesn't really do too much. But if I come back here, and make these nature 1, nature 2. I think I said before I liked it better when it was 3, 2, 1 instead of 3, 1, 2, but let's see. And there, I did like it better in the other order, but that's fine. Let's see if it starts running. There we go. We've got our slideshow. Okay. Let's leave that go. I want to take this. All right. One more thing on these slideshows. Remember that we can come in here. Oh, darn it. Doggone it. There we go. All right. So we've gone down 2, 3, 4, 5. Carousel with options. Again, we have to come back in here as we just looked at and change the paths for all these because we don't have a pics folder with all this other goodies in there. Let's try doing 2 first. Oops. Then 3. Oh, I don't have that one. 2, then 3, then 1. Okay, this is still running over here, but now we've got our guides. And we've got our text inside of each of these too, which again could be changed to anything we wanted or needed it to be. All right, tooltips, popovers, and scroll spies. So basic tooltip example. There it is. And you already saw this, but just for completeness sake, instead of top, we can change it to bottom. Instead of bottom, we can change it to left. Instead of left, we can change it to right. Every time I'm doing this, I'm refreshing the browser to get my newest version, and there you go. All right, so what's left? Popovers, a basic popover example. In fact, let's look at the popover positioning example, because that's got a bunch of them in there that does the left, right, top, bottom, etc. So there is to the right. I'll move this to the right. Let's get rid of that. So to the right, to the left, on the bottom, on the top, and on the bottom. Okay? All right. And finally, let's look at the scroll spy example. Again, we looked at this previously. I understand that. We're here. If we click here, we go down to the bottom. If we click here, we go over there. All right, I called it kind of a look ahead type of thing. So we have now gone through the entire tutorial. We've gone through the differences between 3 and 4, and we've gone through many of the programmatic examples. Now, unfortunately, I just removed it, but I'm going to add it back again, and that is, I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I imagine it has at some time or other. You're out on a website, you get a hyperlink that says, click this for something magical. Well, usually I just avoid those. I mean, sometimes they're spam, sometimes there's something else. But I did click this one, and I found this product that was called Mobarizi.com. Create awesome, friendly websites, no coding, and free. So I'm going to show you a way to get Bootstrap into your page that you may find is even easier than all of these other lectures that I've been showing you. So I'm going to be back with that shortly.